ass come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Block going to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Block. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Ball carriers.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Hey, go.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Broncos 7, Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run with Michel. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. This time Jackson will throw it. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They go play action now. Jackson going to let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
A pickup of 44.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense. But on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
To number 19.
Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe rush coming, and he's taken down. Dayon Buchanan gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A handoff handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. The big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And a Raven 1st down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry is Michel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the draw, here's Michel. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A 34-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Block. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Locke. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Michel. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Pickup on the play.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Play action. It's Jackson. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jackson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Burton. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken around the 12. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they are going to set up sharp at the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
At the 29-yard line.
Block now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That's good.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Block off a play action. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Broncos 15.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 23. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Rock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
3rd down and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm coming for you.
Here's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
Sometimes
play.
with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke out quickly to Judy. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The former 1st-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
Baltimore.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Here's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Wolfe able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack on first down, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Being chased out left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
57, Mike, 57.
And they'll run it here. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. To throw again. Lock. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Robinson.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Off play action. Jackson. It's complete to Chris Conley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. To throw again is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to go deep for Conley. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And some room to work. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 47 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos push further out in front. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Broncos 36. Ravens 17. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
You've got to be wary of throwing an interception here, because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Quickly to Thielen here. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Alan Lazard there to make the grab, and the Ravens cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Denver, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Been the whole half. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look on my dogs from. Way back then, the higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grapes. Hey, how did you let it go? She mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught on the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Dang, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, I know what I was. Ain't no one alive. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?